Michael, obviously you know a little something about catching the football, and Amari Cooper, last week said, hey, I want to be more involved. I want to be able to help contribute on third down and red zone opportunities. And you saw the Cowboys make a concerted effort, to get him more involved, especially during the game against Washington. What is it like for a receiver when a receiver feels like they may either have to voice concerns about what they need to do, or is that something that you go privately to your quarterback and say, hey, I can help this offense get back to where we need to be the team that we want to be?
Well, yeah, you first take it privately if you can to whoever you have to take it to. Personally, me, I'm not going to my quarterback because I don't want him. I don't want to be in his head any kind of way now. But I'm gonna go off on my receivers coach. I'll talk to my coordinator, all kind of ways. I never heard a wide receiver complain as quietly as Amari Cooper did. Now, think about this, Sean. If T.O. had said exactly what Amari Cooper said, exactly, oh, my God, it'd been a whole different set of headlines.
Yep.
Whole different set of headlines. We want Amari Cooper to beg a little bit for football. We want to see that.
Yes.
Because he's so quiet and so humbled and everything. You want to see that he has a begging dog down in him that really wants that football. So nobody said anything. I was like, man, that's pretty cool when you can complain quietly like that and then get the results and nobody says anything. But I was happy for Amari. And Amari is right. He's right. Amari's a big-time receiver that I still think don't get all the credit he deserves for the way he plays the game, and we need Amari. That's a big. Not having him was big for the Cowboys, and having him healthy and back on the field makes a huge difference.
Playmaker Michael Irvin every single Wednesday at this time here on Shan and RJ. KG in for Choppy. Dion tweeted that Trevon Diggs has already wrapped up Defensive Player of the Year, but he should be in MVP discussions. Washington throws at him on the first play and pays the price. How do you evaluate Diggs as a lockdown guy, Mike? We know how great he is as a playmaker. When we look at the Devontae Adams or the DeAndre Hopkins or the Cooper Kupps, who you may be seeing in the postseason, how do you feel about Trayvon going up against them?
But Trayvon's when we say lockdown, we like to think of the cornerback, the Deion days, to shut down a corner, shut down the side, and to take that side out. I don't know if that's even reality anymore with all the different ways they get balls to wide receivers. So you can say, okay, you saw the Ramsey and Devontae Adams matchup. The first thing Packers did was send Devontae on a return motion and send him across the field and a quick little diagonal route right to the corner to get him a touchdown. Not much of a route. And I saw you saw Ramsey, just going up and down, getting upset. That's how you play it. So you're not going to be able to shut out anybody anymore. They're catching 10, 12 balls, 30 balls a season behind the line of scrimmage. Nobody can stop that. I can't even remember if I caught any passes behind the line of scrimmage my whole career. They're catching 20 or 30 behind the line. You're not shutting anybody out with these kinds of systems that they have now. So the best thing to do is to have a Trayvon Diggs, what I call the counter guy. Yeah, you may get a play on him, but he's going to get a play on you. That's the best shutdown you have in the National Football League nowadays.
Mike, I'm curious about your perspective on this. Mike McCarthy has come in this season, had a really terrific year, winning the NFC East. How much credit does Mike McCarthy deserve for this Cowboys team being able to win an NFC East championship this year?
That's an interesting question. Because this is Mike McCarthy's team. This is what he's built it up to be. I thought the most important thing was the last time they played Washington, everybody tried to make this a guarantee by Mike McCarthy, the way he came out and played. I thought that said something. I thought they said something about how they want to back up their head coach. So there's some things, like when I watch football, there's certain things that you say, come on, man, you got 11 seconds right here. Why not call time out and try to get one or two throws into the end zone? Don't tell me nothing on the ozone. You want to drop a new word in here so I get lost on that new word and not what I just saw? You know, I'd never heard of an O-zone. It's green zone or a red zone. Everybody says the same thing. It's the green zone or the red zone. We got one play inside the green zone before we kick a field goal. You know what I mean? And he didn't do that. Now, I get on people. I say, I'm not going to kill him for it when you win games, because ultimately it's about winning games. But now, if you ever do that and you lose a game, then you should be getting killed for it. So, but obviously, in this day and age, it's about playing for the people that you want to play for and playing for the people that you want to play with. And guys over in the locker room, especially that, they happen to love Mike McCarthy. So that's good enough for me. That's good enough for me.
You know, when you have success, the vultures, they come circling, and they're starting to line up the interviews for Kellen Moore and Dan Quinn. Who would you be more worried about losing to a head coaching job?
Well, that's a great question. But for me, it's always offense. You know, our offense is harder to put together. It's harder to determine what do you have on offense and how to run an offense. Defense, it's about finding your players and put them in position to win and making sure they're connected. It's a little different. I always think it's a little easier on the defensive side than it is on the offensive side. So you're worried about losing both, because both are great and both are communicating great with the players. But it's a little more difficult, I think, to find a guy that can work your offense than it is to work your defense. But that's not to say anything about the job Dan Quinn has done, because he's done an incredible job.
Mike, what's been up with Arizona lately, and are you still viewing them as a big-time measuring stick Sunday?
Not quite what it was, and I can tell you what it is. What's going on with them right now is they don't have that dude. When you look at them, look at Arizona, and you watch them play, they got everything. They got everything. But they don't have that one dude. And I was just trying to tell them about that last week. DeAndre Hopkins gave them something.
Yeah.
And even on the defensive side, J.J. Watt gave them something. They had that one dude that they can look at and say, man, things aren't going good. But that dude right there, nope, he ain't going to let us lose. Just wait. He's going to make a play. He's going to make a play. He will not let us lose. They don't have that dude anymore. They had one on offense. J.J. Watt was trying to be that on defense, and they look like a rudderless, like a ship that just sailing. Got all the things they need, but they can't put it in the right direction and get it going without that nuke dude.